Hello, sisters and brothers. Yeah. My name is Charles Daniels. I'm the president of Local 4123. I am honored to be here with all of you today. We are almost 4 months out now with no contract. Over 5 months tomorrow trying to bargain a fair contract with a company that made $30 billion with a B dollars last year. Randall's a rat. Randall is a rat. And more importantly, they got a huge corporate tax cut. They went from 35% to 21%, which put an additional $20 billion in their coffers. And we don't have enough money to get a fair contract? They spent $85 billion on Time Warner. But we can't get a fair contract? How'd they make that money? Off us. Off our sweat. Off our work. And now there's none left for us? What are the 4 sticking points, right? Healthcare. We already pay too much for healthcare. And they wanted to go up. They need more money. $30 billion wasn't enough. Number 2, Appendix F. Is it too much to ask to know when the end of your day is going to be? No! So that you can plan and go home to your family? Is that big of an ask? No! Of course not, because if you manage your load the right way, you don't have to force a bunch of overtime at the end of the day. That's not a us problem, that's a them problem. Right! But they keep it because they don't have any language for double time, so they can just force those guys non-stop. Ridiculous. ESC. They want to attack the employment security language that we currently have. So that folks that were surplus before, even though there's plenty of work, after 90 days, they'll be gone. And the last one, job security. There is plenty of work out there, we just don't get it. All we want is that if there's work to be done, we're the ones to do it. Stop outsourcing our jobs. Stop offshoring our jobs. Ever since I've been here, for 18 years, I hired in with Andy Kazicki, who's right over here, and it was Ameritech back then. And you didn't want to show your face in the times of Ameritech because it was so rough working for this company. They were so hated at that point. They were down, and we were down with them. And we fought and we worked hard to be the face of their company when we were out there doing the installations, doing the repair, fixing the stuff that they messed up. And in the centers, they were answering the phone 12 hours a day, getting yelled at, getting screamed at, fixing their screw-ups. And we brought it all back. And we brought them up to the point they were so profitable that SBC came in and bought them. Because there was money to be made there. And then they picked up AT&T and they said, oh, look at this brand name, AT&T Golden, because AT&T back in the day took care of the customer. Right. So they changed their name. And now all of a sudden, they're making $30 billion a year. So tell me, when you were down, and we were down with you, and we helped you pick it up, now we can't be up with you? What? Now there's no room for us? What? Every contract that we have bargained has had a pension in it. Pension comes from the Latin word pensio. It means payment. It is a payment for a lifetime given to a company. We have given our lives to this company. Decades and decades of time. The only commodity you can't get more of. To build your family. To be a part of something. To make those rich people even richer. And they still look at us like we're the enemy. That we're the problem. Because there's been a shift. A shift in how corporations look at their workers. We are no longer part of the family. We're outside that circle. Now it's about making the rich people as rich as they can possibly be. Making money that you couldn't spend in 100 lifetimes. And it's still not enough. And what happens? What happens when there's no more union? Because guess what, everyone back there that's not union? We fight for you too. Right. We're the front line of defense. You think you have overtime, maternity leave, FMLA, benefits, weekends? You think you have all that because someone gave it to you? No! It's because people like us went out and took it! Yeah! Demanded it! Fought for it! Fought and died for it! And once it's gone for us, it's gone for you. Right! They're not going to raise our health here and say, hey, you guys are cool. They're not going to dip into our pension and say, don't worry though, you guys are straight. That's not going to happen.
Right.
So you can sit back and you can be complacent, but just realize they're coming for you next.
Right.
So how do we fix it? I was in a garage on Friday and I was talking to Tech. No contract. He's like, what do we do to fix it? And I said, you show up on Sunday.
Right.
You show up on Sunday and you say enough is enough. I'm not going to stand for it. That's how they changed everything in the past, and that's the only way we fix it in the future. We fight for it. We take what's ours. Because we earned it. An honest day's pay for an honest day's work. The pension that is at the end of this. The light at the end of the tunnel. The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. The promise. The payment that we are due. That's what we're working for. That's what we're demanding. This contract they put out, no good. No security, no jobs, no deal.
No deal.
Because all they're going to do is work us for a couple of years and then let go of us.
Right.
And all that time, all that energy, all that life that you put into the company will be gone.
Right.
For what? For rich people to get even richer? And they try to divide us, right? They try to say they're not the problem. They try to pit us against each other. They say that, you know, the issue has to do with creed or race or gender. They make us fight.
Right.
Rob from us. It's the rich taken from the poor.
Right.
It's the reverse Robin Hood. It's not Robin Hood. Now it's corporate hoods Robin. And it has to end. And it ends with us and people like us refusing to stop. Never letting this be acceptable. Holding people accountable. For those politicians that voted for those tax cuts, they have to know that that money's not coming to us.
Right.
That money's coming out of our pocket to forge these corporations.
Right.
It's not welfare that's the problem. It's corporate welfare that's the problem.
Right.
And I'm tired of paying for them. And luckily, it's not just us that are fighting for it. We got politicians that have our back. Lawmakers that have spent lifetimes sticking up for labor, sticking up for people like us. And it's up to us to support them.
Right.
Because I guarantee you, if Tim Grimal ends up in the 11th Congressional District seat, currently held by Dave Trott, that anytime there is a labor bill in front of him, he will be on our side. Anytime they tell you that the answer is to funnel more money to the rich people, Tim will be there to tell them that hell no, you're wrong. He has been with us from the beginning. When the contract expired, Tim was out there at midnight, in the rain, supporting us. When we had our rally in Detroit, he was there, supporting us. Today, when we are here in front of this building for the NAPJ to come out and get some exposure, because AT&T's got deep pockets, and they pay off those mainstream medias to not talk about this right here. But they can't pay off Tim Grimal. So it is an honor to introduce the next congressman coming out of the 11th District, my friend, our friend, Tim Grimal.